Good afternoon, everybody, or good evening. It's 7:45 actually, on another odd day in North Lincolnshire of sun and rain and clouds and then more sun. So I've just received these pictures from Philip, who sent me pictures of relocating his rectifier regulator using the extension cables that I've mentioned quite a lot recently. So this is another variant where instead of having it under the steering yoke, it's mounted at the front of the bike. And he sent me an email today with these pictures, thank you Philip, and said that plugged the rectifier in and all's fine, working great. That's what I like to hear. So there it is at the front of the bike, just underneath the oil cooler, and he sent photos to show really basically how he's routed cables. That one there shows it's not in any way obtrusive, and he said he'd routed the cables invisibly through the bike, which is possible depending on the routing. The cables are 1,000 mil long, so they're a metre long, so there's plenty to locate it either underneath the oil cooler or underneath the steering yoke. People have done both, so there it is. Now it's nearer the engine, and some people have said, oh, maybe it'll get hot there, but I think it's just as valid a place there if you've not got the space under the steering yoke, and it is at the front of the bike in a sort of cooling airflow. Philip has run the cables up the side here, as you can see in this photo. If you look carefully, you can see one of the extension cables underneath the left-hand rubber strap of the toolkit holder. So they are very well concealed in this case, and the next photo shows a close-up view of the front. There you go. I mean, it's always nice to hear from people who've done this, and there's lots of people who've done this modification now. If people send pictures and just let me know that everything's working fine. So that's exactly what Philip's done. I'm sure his rectifier regulator will be a lot happier there. This next photo is a side-on view, and you can see again there's nothing obtrusive about the wiring, no more than what goes to anything else. As you can see, the cables to the horn and what have you, but you can just, I think, no, you can't see the top of the rectifier regulator, but it's under the oil cooler, as you can see. This next shot shows the cables, which you just plug and play, as I've said before. They just plug straight in. So this is the block terminal underneath the bike, the big 3-core that comes off the alternator, and that's where the rectifier regulator normally lives. The shelf is for the evap cartridge, and he's run the cables up and connected the rectifier in a rather more rectifier friendly location. There's another shot from under the bike. That's where that connector normally is. That's actually the connector that's attached to the wiring harness, and it lives under there anyway. So there you have it, another successful installation or relocation, which should, all being well, facilitate the rectifier regulator lasting a lot longer than they have done on many people's bikes. So there you have it. Well done, Philip. Round of applause from everybody who's viewing this. And as I say, it's always nice when somebody says, yeah, I fitted it, plugged it in, everything's worked. So there you have it. Take care if you're out on your bikes. I'll be out on mine in a bit because it's a nice evening. And I will speak again soon. Bye for now.